Hey, all you happy, shiny people. This is Sully out here. What's going on in the land today? What is going on? See, I thought I would have a simple, easy, easy little flight around town, see what's going on. I haven't flown in forever, and the weather turned cold, so I have my liftoff simulator here. And people have asked me, what do I do in the wintertime whenever it's time to fly? And I say, I fly simulators or tiny whoops. And they say, what do you need? And I say, this is unpaid advertisement, but I need the Citibank double cash card. So you can get 2% back because the only thing you're needing in this hobby is freaking money because it costs too damn much to fly around. So buy yourself a simulator and you can fly and crash for free. And that is awesome. So we're just going to fly around here and see what's going on. I haven't flown in forever, so I kind of miss it a lot. Whole lot. Whole heck of a lot. So let's see what we got here. Let's go with some Hanover, because that looks like fun. I don't care about tracks. Who cares about tracks? Only tracks I got are the tracks in my arm. What's going on? Y'all having fun out there? Anybody? Alright, what we got? What we got? That is an upside down ugly quad. That thing is ugly. Does that fly okay? What the heck does that thing do? I'm gonna try it. Never seen it. Never tried it. Don't know anything about it. I don't know what that was. I think my receiver is giving me problems. Wow. I don't know what the heck's going on there. Shoot. That might be my receiver. I think I messed up my... Oh boy. Let's try a different quad. I'm gonna call it that quad. It's just bad. Hey Kane, what's going on? I got my passport today. Silly. Yeah. Got my passport today and I'm trying to not stress where I want to go and where I want to do. and I don't want to go to Japan, but I heard the food's good, so hey, you know, good food. What are you up to tonight? Dork. Why am I a dork? Because I don't want to go to Japan? Actually, I would love Japan. Or everyone I'm talking to says to retire in Thailand because it's becoming a medical vacation capital of the world. So Thailand. I don't know if I can do Thailand. I might do Thailand. I don't know. But I'm thinking, honestly, I think we're going to spend uh, probably 2 days in New York, and then to Norway to see my friend, and then to Ireland or Scotland. I think that's where she's wanting to go, which I think would be awesome. I haven't flown in a while. I like this quad. I have no bald spot. I did get it cut though, and it's really short, but I don't have a bald spot. So, yeah. That's just the top of my head. There is no baldness. I asked Kelly if she would tell me if I was going bald, and she said yeah, she'd paint it. Put some black paint all over it. And I said, okay. Note to self, don't go bald. Whew. That broke. That was sick. But yeah, no, it's just the top of my head. My hair is 3/4 of an inch long, which is way too short. Oh yeah. Ha. That's funny. Whoops. Yeah. But I did get cut really short. I don't like it that short. But it was really long before, so now it's short. Ouch. Hit it. So what's going on? You back to work yet? I had the crappiest few days, so I thought I would fly and stream and get up some watch time. But that sucked. I can't hit anything. It's totally different. I don't know if this is still streaming. I'm still streaming? Am I still streaming? Actually, I want a race. Where'd you go? Oh, we got a new comment. Homegrown Canadian. Alright. Europe sucks. Why Europe? Why don't you like Europe? You don't like white people. I mean, that's cool and all. I think. Maybe. Uh-oh. I think my dog's sick. Nope, dog's fine. Alright. You took the day off to recover. So, did you actually gain any weight, or... I gained 8 pounds on my 2-week vacation. And I am trying to lose it. 8 pounds. I'm actually okay with that. Partially because, it's a... don't care. Wow, that sucked. Come on. Whew, I cannot fly. Save my life. Oh, got it. Way too strong. I don't know. That's my problem. I don't know who'll take care of the dogs. That's actually the one thing that keeps us from traveling. So I have no idea. At all. I don't really want a house sitter, and I don't want a board. 'Cause that would feel horrible. Because, you know, it's my dogs. Or my children. Adult sex shop. Alright. So you used to have a Radio Shack? Heck, that's more rare than the adult sex shop. That's a lot more rare than the adult sex shop. Radio Shack, haven't seen one of those in years. Man, y'all backwards up there in New York. Holy crap. Whew. This thing's hard. So weird. What's weird? Good lord, this thing's way too fast. I think it's weird you have a freaking Radio Shack. Radio Shack. Man. Actually, I take that back. There is one in Charlotte. There's just one left. You can get a bunch of... not much there. It's just one. I think they actually sell cell phones more than anything. Just can't. Yeah, I'm trying to... This one's set too fast. I'll try a different thing. This one's way too fast. I don't know if it's me or if I'm too slow or if it's... I don't know what it is. Shoot. Yeah, I'm swapping that up. Let's go back. Ew. You still have a job? I say that like I'm not worried about my own job, so whatever. Actually really worried about my own job. I don't know, I don't think I am actually. I don't know, maybe. Someone was telling me there's a job in LA that pays in the 200s. And I was like, sweet. And they said, no, you really can't afford to move out there for only 200. And I was like, oh. Wasn't expecting 200 to be a entry price for LA. But apparently it is now. I haven't flown in forever. You're gone. That's what yeah, like I was asking him about it, and he said it's a ops job that'd be great at. And I was really happy, and then he's like, it only pays two something, and I'm like, dang, that's pretty sweet. And he's like, not for where it is. They want someone local who won't have to move and who's not going to get sticker shock. And I was like, oh, I get sticker shock at everything. That's my name. You gained weight. Skinny fat. I have a friend like that. She's you would think she's really strong, and she's just not. It's like all, I don't know what it is really. Man, I'm just fat fat. Not skinny fat, just fat fat. I haven't come to terms with it yet, and I keep fighting it, but I'm not doing too much to fight it, so just fat. Someone walks around behind me playing Weird Al Yankovic's "You know he's fat, so fat." Yeah, that's me. Whew. I didn't know Asians could get fat, really, so good job. I wonder, is your mom proud of that? Ouch. This one is way too sensitive. So why do you have a sex shop opening? Like, that seems so random to be in a neighborhood. We have one sex shop in Rock Hill, and that is it. And then there's a TNA lingerie place in Pineville, but it's never empty. It's just kind of sketchy. Like, it's in a sketchy area. And by sketchy, I mean, like, it's not horrible, just not a place you would go. We're such prudes. Prudes. You know, boobs aren't allowed and all. Heck, it's illegal to wear thong bikinis here. I mean, last time I went out in a thong bikini, people kind of got mad, and I don't know why. It was just a little cheeky thing. It's just, I mean, I don't know why they would get mad at that. I have no idea. It just don't make no sense. Can't wear a thong. Maybe if I go to Europe, I can wear my thong. Wait, what are you worried about? I started rambling there. That was luck. Oh. What are you worried about? Trust me, I worry about the sex shop thing all the time. But it's been so long, I don't remember what it's like. Ouch. I still don't know what you're worried about. Hey Kelly, how's it going? I appreciate it. Hope you're doing alright. I haven't had a chance to do anything lately, so I thought I would stream and check some people out whenever they had a minute. If they were chiming in or not. Right now we're talking ramen. Because, ramen food, ramen noodles. Not the quarter things that I'm used to, quarter a pack, but actual ramen from a Michelin star rated place in Tokyo that was 12 whole dollars. Because I have no idea how Japanese food's that cheap. I really don't understand that. Like, how do you go to a Michelin restaurant and spend less than $100 is beyond me. Ooh. 6 sucks. Bad cold. Because I know the weather here just changed. And we went from 70 to 30. Like, high tomorrow is 41. That's frustrating. So it's all rainy here. All week long. Oh. 5 inches. Holy cow. We won't... I don't think... If we got 5 inches of snow here, we would... One, we'd shut down, but two... Heck, I don't know how bad that would be. Be kind of funny. It would be bad. Ouch. 5 inches would... Oh, God. That would be horrible. The most I've ever seen here is... 11? 11? No, I saw 18 one time and it lasted one day and it turned 70 the next. What's so random? I'm confused. I'm always confused though, so it doesn't hurt. I worry about my job. Do you? I thought, what, is your boss staying or leaving? My boss's kids are now, at least they signed a letter of intent to go to Harvard and Stanford. He has twins, so he'll have 2 in Ivy League and 1 in Chapel Hill, I think. So that makes me nervous about where he will be in a few years. I feel you there. I actually was thinking about that. Some of the people at work have a poker club, And I don't think I've been friends with someone I've worked with in at least 15 years. Because I always feel weird about it. Are you related to Robert Paulson? I don't think so. She's close to you in New York, but she's in the rural part. I don't know if she's still on. But she's close to you and closer to you than I am. Near one of the, I don't know, it's a really rural area. Whoops. But I don't think she's related to Robert Paulson. Would you admit it if you were related to Robert Paulson? I always talk about ramen. Lately I've been talking about pho though. As you know, it's pho. Darn it. I think it's just you and me. You're not telling anyone anything they don't already know. But I still have no idea how you had ramen for $12 at a Michelin restaurant. I just do not understand that. Like, is all Japanese food that cheap or what? I mean, you were in like a real city. Even lunch in Charlotte is a minimum $10 that's cheap affair. Unless you go to a chain and then it's heck still $10. I can eat Moe's on a special day for $6. That's about the cheapest I get. What do you mean I'm talking about my butt? I'm never talking about my butt. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh. Lost the prop. I would never talk out of my keister. I don't know what you're talking about. The sex shop opening is random. I don't know how you... How's that happen? Like, ooh, I have a sex shop. I'm kind of blown away there. Like I say, we have a lingerie shop, and we have a place where you can buy... What are they called? Vibrators? Is that what they're called? And then we have a Spencer's. That's actually close, because it's, you know, they don't like kids in there. I do like that I have no bald spot. That's funny. Total hair. Holly Brew. Uh-oh. I've never seen this one. Well, that sucked. What the heck? What am I doing? Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. What the heck? I'm in the weakest quad ever. Got caught in the wire. Can you even see the wire? Yeah, I guess so. I have no idea what that was. Told me to go under. Oh, it just didn't load. Ha! Wait, nope, it did. It did. What the heck? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Can't believe it's 40 degrees right now. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Who's number 3? Okay, I don't know which Astro this is, but thanks. This isn't Envy Astro, is it? No. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my god, that is a cute dog. Don't lie, you were streaming. Holy cow, is that your dog? That is the craziest dog. Yeah, I have no idea. In Japan, like, is that in the city or is that in... I have no idea where that is. Like, I couldn't imagine eating for $10 in a major city anymore. Okay. I don't know where the heck I'm supposed to go. Really have no idea where this thing's supposed to go. Ah. Still a good idea. I kind of go nuts for dogs. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Where am I supposed to... Am I supposed to go under that? So do you fly a Phantom 4? That's what I wanted whenever I started this, and then I kind of got addicted to doing this. And from that point on, all my money went to this. I don't know why. Whoops. Ah. See, that was the thing. I knew whenever I got when I was looking at it, my wife was going to get me a Phantom, and I was afraid I would get it and fly around a couple times and then be like, okay, I've seen everything from above, I'm fine. And then I started looking around online and saw a Mr. Steel video, and I was like, that's probably the coolest thing ever. Oh, there it is. And I don't know if it's the coolest thing ever, but it reminds me of playing video games when I was a kid. And of course, you know, midlife crisis, and here we are. Playing video games, yay. Too much stuff here. Where am I supposed to go? I don't think you're supposed to do that. But yeah, I can't do. I was afraid I'd spend a lot of money for a expensive camera, and that's about it. And then I spend a lot of money for a not expensive camera, but to fly around. Okay, this sucks. Yeah, Rotor Riot was mine. Back when Steel was on it, and then oh, it was the one where they're driving around in a van, building diving in Mexico, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I put on goggles the first time, and I turned my head and almost threw up, cause that's kind of what happens when you're not used to having goggles on your face and you're moving. So I couldn't imagine doing it in a van. And then I saw Stu from UAV Futures and his video. I was like, oh, I'll buy a liter, and it's cheap. And that was it. But yeah, Rotor Riot cracks me up. I think that's my next video. I'm just going to go through all the websites I like, or all the YouTube pages, because there are a ton of good people out there. Holy cow. Oh, does this one work? Oh, this is weird. It really is just a drawing board. Alright, that's no fun. See, that was the thing. I liked Drew Ladrib when he was Ladrib, and I don't mind him now, but when they did the Canadian dive thing, or when they smashed the control, or the guy's quad at the thing, I know it was a publicity deal, and it's, I don't know, they used to be cool, man. They used to be cool. And then I think they're trying to get back to being more not crazy. But yeah, the building dive, man, I almost caused someone to wreck in my neighborhood with a 2-inch. And it's because I flew it, and I hit the tree branch in my front yard. I hit a tree branch, and it spun out and ended up in the street. And then I saw someone coming down the street, so I flew over them and did a S-turn over. And I followed them, and I didn't realize there was actually a car behind them. So whenever I went to get out of the way, I ducked down and was just flipping around. And I looked up, and I was almost at eye level height to the car behind. Not a good day. They weren't mad or anything, I don't think. They just kind of waved and, laughed, but wasn't the smartest idea. So, I mean, when someone's like, oh, it's only a pound, it's not going to break a windshield. It's true, it's not. But you will scare the driver half to death, and half the people are watching cell phones anyway when they drive around. So I didn't, that was not their smartest move. Not even close. And then the pushback on it, man, sometimes you just shut up and you go, okay, move on. But they did not do that. They were kind of crazy. Let's go. I hope there's nothing wrong with video games. I play too much. I have 18 hours in The Legend of Zelda. The Cemu, whatever it's called. I have 18 hours in my game, and I'm only halfway through. Oh. I don't know what it is with this one. What in the world? This one will make you sick. Oh, you got the Mobula? I have a UR65. No, UK65, not the UR, that one. And that was... Everyone loved it, and it seems like it flies a tiny bit better than my brushed Ishin E11. So I was kind of disappointed for how much I paid for it. And when I was looking around, they're like, oh, here's a 2S that flies indoors. And I was like, man, I just missed it. Because I was wanting just a simple 1 or 2S. I was really wanting a 1S that was faster than my Ishin and could fly acro indoors. And it can, but it's I get at most 2 minutes of flight time. And it's not great. Like it's okay. Holy cow. What is wrong with this quad? Liftoff is a little too realistic in some things. Okay, don't use that one. That's funny. Shoot, what is wrong with that? Oh. Gonna burn some motors out here, I think. See if this is any worse. But yeah, it's so cold outside now, I keep wanting to fly in, and my dog hates it, which is fun. Because, you know, it's always fun. Jeez, that's awful. That's hilarious. Can you even fly? You can't fly this thing normally. I don't know what I did with this thing. Hope you can see that. That's awful. Try a different one. Crusted balance summary. I want to say I want to go back. Get me out of here. Nope. I think I have to sneeze. So yeah, what do you normally... where are you? Like north, south? Not in the US? Because it just turned cold in the south. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Or it's too cool. Getting downloads. What's this? Now wish for 180. Sure, why not? Go and try a different one. Oh. I didn't know you could do line of sight. I'll have to try that. Le Hyphy. 229 Clovey. Fixed camera? Who the heck fixes their camera? That's awful. Ew. Ooh. I think I'm sold. I like this one. Okay. Don't care. Let's do X-Storm. I've never heard of X-Storm motors. Yeah, we'll do that. Here, let's go 6S. Okay. Nine. Ooh, 931. Ha! Get some 2-inch props on it. Very strange. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's about right. I'll go with that. Take off my antenna. Alright, 6S Micro Beast. See how this runs. See, if the 1S I have, it's slow. It's very annoying. I did the wrong one. I built an adapter so I can fly my 3-inch on 2S or on 4S. Or 3S if I have a battery, but I can use the same batteries for 2S or 4S. And I have to do the same thing, short them out. Because I realized the 4S 3-inch will blast someone's car and leaves a really big mark if you hit it. So I try not to do that anymore. But 2S means you can barely catch your weight, so it's only a 3500 kV motor. So it's not that fast on 2S. On 3S it's flyable. It's kind of fun. I can't argue with it. I like it. Yes. Yeah, so if you fly a 4S, it's actually this one. It's a Halifar Turtles, and it's got these little prop. I think it weighs about 80 to 100 grams, but it flies at about 70 to 90 miles per hour on 4S. And if you run into something, it keeps going because it's just heavy enough to cause dents. And then you have to explain to the neighbor why you dented their car. I have an abandoned. If you know anything about South Carolina or religion, PTL is Jim Bakker's old ministries from the 80s, and I live about a mile from there, so I get to fly around the old PTL tower, which is a huge, it's 20-story abandoned tower that's falling apart. So it's a true bando, but you can't get close to it because security's there, because there's still a cult that they teach right outside there. And they have a field in the back, but it's adjacent to townhomes now, so you can't. What is that? It's adjacent to townhomes, so you can't do much. Well, that one's good. How do you tune out oscillations from a digital quad? Like, that's funny. Can't believe I missed that. Going backwards. But yeah, that's where I was flying, and then when I went to the smaller quads, I can fly in my front yard, and that is just so much easier on my stress level. And the batteries charge faster, so I can charge like 8 at once instead of 6. Well, I can charge 10 if I want, but whatever. Yeah, I do. I have which beta flight? It's one of the developments. Everyone since then has been minor tweaks, and I put on. It's after 1198. They made a dynamic low pass filter, and that actually flies better for me than 352. So yeah, I mean, obviously be careful. Like, make sure everything works before you go ripping it around. But I put it on 2 quads, and it it flies really well. That's all I gotta say. Like, my motors don't heat up as much, and I get a little bit more flight time. And I think they may have calibrated the cameras, or I'm sorry, not the camera, the voltage meter a little bit better, because my other was telling me to land too fast. But yeah, it's at least the copy I have, which is I believe 1216 or 1214. It's very, very stable. I haven't had any issues with it. Like, it's by far one of the best ones I've flown. If you're nervous, like 352 is 99% as good. For me, it was just slap it on the 4.0, and then it was slap it on. I didn't change any PIDs at all. I normally up my eye gain, but since they put in iTerm relax, I don't have to do that. And it flies amazingly well. And my motors didn't heat up, and that was the main issue that I was trying to fix, going from 3.5 to 3.52, and then back down, back up to 4. If you get a minute, do you know UAV Tech? He has a channel, UAV Tech, and he makes performance editions if you're using an F3 board, so you can have some of the good features on it. He's the one that got me into the let's try a new beta flight version and, experiment around. But I've had really good luck with all of them. The only one I didn't realize I was having a problem with was 3.4, and that was due to the motor heating issue that everyone talked about, and it was just because you turned off all your filters, the low pass filters, whatever they're called, and when you turn those off, the funny thing is the way they had it programmed, you couldn't just turn them on and fix your motor problem. It was, I don't know what was different, but it was awful. And it wasn't noticeable until you'd flown for a while, and then that was not a perfect black flip, whatever. But anyway, yeah, so 4.0, yeah, I have it on all my quads right now. I'm waiting for a new development version that's more than just fixes for specific controllers. I don't know when they're releasing it though, I didn't look. The other thing I like is, like, they've got PIDs down so much you barely have to tune them anymore. Unless you're flying 5S or something. Or 6. I think the only thing I like about simulators is not having to land. That's water. See, this is all I wanted to do in the DJI, is just fly around. Be like, aww. Whew, that'll make you sick. I don't think I like this one yet. But yeah, I liked the extra practice battery. I think I started this one off. People ask me, you know, what do you need with, what do you need when you get into FPV racing? And I'm like, credit card. You need a credit card. This one gets 2% cash back, so that's what you need. Because when you break stuff, it gets really freaking expensive. Holy cow. I've pretty much replaced my X220. The only thing that's stock on it is the... God, what is stock on it? The frame. The frame. I'm the only one running an X220 frame and transmitter. The E-Sheen. Like, it's... yeah. That's actually what I'm playing with here. It's, yeah, I have broken motors. Yeah, actually, to the top plate, bottom plate, and the transmitter. The flight controller still works, but it's an F3, so I couldn't get all the funky stuff, so I upgraded it. But yeah, ESCs have replaced the motors, the receiver, the camera, replaced the camera twice. Pretty much bought the thing twice. Yeah. So I learned Banggood has an affiliate program, and Banggood's got the affiliate, and what's the other? Why is that? And the what's the other one? Banggood and 2% cash back from credit cards, and no interest rates. That's about the most important thing I found with quadcopter flying. Like, keep some cash. Because holy cow. Oh, that's light. Do we have a cheaper frame? Ooh. I think that's the lightest. I'm trying to go for lightweight. Can I do that? Oh, some new props then. Alright, we'll try that. But yeah, it's a little bit of a pricey hobby. Yeah, I know. I picked it. It looked like it was bigger, so I thought I could get some bigger props, but I cannot. So I'm gonna see how it flies. Um, the funny thing is, like, the 220 frame is old. Ooh, that's so much better. Shoot. Okay, for an old frame, that flies much better than the one I was using. Ow, ow, ow. Till that happened. I like the quad obsession frame, but any of the ones I use in here, when I use 6S, I get, like, it's funny, it's a digital simulator, but it gets a lot of oscillations. So I'm probably just over propping it and overdoing everything. The 6 one's nice, yeah. Uh, I don't think I ever noticed you have an echo if you jam the throttle down. This one feels loose. This feels so much better than what I was flying. Oh, I can't do presets. That's the other thing. That gets me in trouble with this. I just can't leave things alone. Um, yeah. I like that. I like the oh my god, oh my god quad. They fly really well, but I have a thing. I just can't leave anything alone, so I have to kind of screw around. And then every now and then I find something I like. This one I like. I wasn't expecting to. It's a 6S 280 frame. That's funny. Thing's huge. It's just funny to me that they made a simulator with some quads that fly like crap, or you can build your own that flies with oscillations. That cracks me up. Like, that's a level of detail I would not expect. Especially now after all the crappy ones I've seen. Have you flown the Grand Theft Auto simulator? Grand Theft Auto 5, that mod? And if you haven't, you really gotta try it. It's good. But you can't build your own quads. Holy cow. Oh. Yeah, I normally like it for the environments. But Liftoff did its update, and this has been, it just feels too good. The only thing is every time I fly this simulator and then walk out in my front yard, because I'm not flying that high, gravity takes effect a lot faster, so I'll always end up invariably crashing the first time. Like, I'll take off and then do a flip and realize I don't have 6 seconds. Golly, I'm hitting everything. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, that's my thing. I never realized how many indoor locations there were. I want different. This is good. I like this. I just had no idea. And then if you go in the hills and you can fly around the buildings or fly through people's houses, that's always fun. I have the hiccups. Ugh, didn't realize it was 8:30 already. I don't have much time today. Do I want to try racing? Golly, that is old. That's an old frame. Man, tube carbon. Whew. That's the thing. You can tell, like, any new quad comes out and it's 80% there. Whereas a year ago, if you bought a quad from someone or somewhere, you may get something good, you may not. And the year before that, you'd be lucky if it flew. I've never seen a hobby jump so fast. What am I doing? I want to race. Like, I've never seen one jump that fast. Let's do this. I like this race. Ouch. Or even the freaking simulators change, and then biggest change for me was when Betaflight lets you use the controller as a pass-through for your simulator, because I use FlySky, and apparently nobody uses a FlySky anymore. So, always fun. Come on. Come on, I'm ready. Let's go. Come on, ghosts. I missed it. Don't laugh. What? I'm in the slowest quad possible here. Oh, dude. 2-inch brushed. Whew, that's what, yeah, that's kind of what my Ishin is. That's a 1.5 years old, I guess. Holy cow. But yeah, you couldn't fly anything indoors, and then it was like, ooh, here's a brushed one for $12. Which I really like that. But now you can buy 20 different brushless. Don't have to worry about replacing motors. They have way too much power. Oh yeah, I'm racing, that's right. I really want to build a 6-inch, but I have no place to fly it. Come on, why are you doing that to me? That's why. Where am I? Where's the thing? I think Tiny Whoop Racing is about the only type I would enjoy. One thing I found with the larger races is I tend to be anti-social, or too social, one or the other, I don't know. But I get really annoyed when everyone's like, oh, this is the best, and that's the best, and this is the best, and everything's the best, and I'm right and you're wrong, and yeah. I just want to fly. I have no qualms about anything unless it doesn't work. Hey, what's the best quadcopter you flew? The one I flew today. They're all really... As long as it gets me in the... Except for that. I would love to see like a brushed versus brushless race. Because I think a good person in a brushed quad could probably beat me in a brushless. And I know I could beat some people with a 3-inch if they were flying 5. But only a few. Because that would happen. Golly. I like this one, but it is loose. Holy cow. I didn't want to do a power loop. Jerk. Ow! Dang it. Is it that fast? I saw I always watch Nick Burns videos. Because he always flies around, but he was doing fine indoors. Of course, he's... wasn't expecting that. He's really good, though. I'm lucky if I can fly my backyard. Dang. Some days. Some days. I've watched his too. I like Stu. The only problem is he loves everything. So I look for his. If he says anything bad about it, I know it's something you shouldn't get. But I like his reviews. But he loves everything. Oh. Why does that say message retracted? Huh. Ah! My program! What happened? Oh. Ah! What the heck? Why am I going backwards? I don't think I was supposed to go that way. That's not cool. Try this again. See, I like the leader size, and I like the King Kong. I tried flying the leader 120 inside one day, but only once. Because you can't fly that thing inside. It is way too fast. Like, even on 2S, it's just like crazy speed. I keep trying to see if I can fly my 5-inch outside in the front yard. Do the front yard 5-inch fly. Just to watch someone have a heart attack. Philly, what's going on? Thanks a lot. This is Liftoff. It's their newest update. Oh yeah, micros went crazy. The funny things I bought, so last year, actually at Christmas time when Banggood was having their sale, I bought a 28 amp 20mm 4-in-1 ESC, and then I bought a 20mm F4 board, and then some 1407s, and a 112 frame that I wanted, that I thought was really good. And some 3-inch props with a 5mm nut, and finally got all the pieces in. I used a 750 or an 850 battery, and it flew like crap. And then I bought a Leader 120, and it was perfect out of the box, and it's been going for a year ever since. Like, by far the most flown quad I have. So yeah, Philly. So then I was like, oh, I didn't want to do the Lizard, because I like Ishin to an extent, but then so many people were having so many problems with them that I couldn't do the Lizard. And I thought, oh, I'll just build my own. And the first time ever, building your own just was not worth it. So as far as recommendations went, it was like, just get a micro 2.5 inch and learn how to fly and don't break anything, and if you do break something, it's cheap. Not $180 freaking death machine flying at you. Oh! Man, I crashed the heck out of that. But my first flight with the 5-inch, I decided to catch it and shoved my thumb in the props, so that was stupid fun. I lost my thumbnail. I thought I'd lost my thumb. Oh, good grief, learning curve. Heck, I remember the first time I was like, ooh, I'm going to try the PID tune. And that was awful. And then it was, oh, I did the reverse prop thing. And I had a bad habit. Every time I'd flash, I'd forget to go into beta flight and reverse my props. So I would have the fly to the moon syndrome. I have a dent in my gutter from that one where it just flew straight up and then bounced and hit. I think it went about 50 feet in the air and it came down in the front yard again. So it was a learning curve to go in and set yaw rotation equal -1. But I learned it. And then they made it a button push, which was great. And then they're like, oh, hey, let's go mess with some filters. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Ah, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Broke every prop. My job's of guy reckless. That's about it. That's actually exactly it. But yeah, I learned a long time ago, just don't grab the props. Don't grab it out of the air. Don't bend over with the transmitter around your neck. I meant to do that. Don't, yeah, take the props off whenever you plug it into beta flight. Don't hit the arm switch while it's on the bench. They finally got most of those bugs out, but you can still just freaking crash it. Oh, my dog's coming. I think I'm gonna have to go outside. I think everyone makes the same mistakes. They're like, oh, yeah, I had a brushed, like a larger drone, like one you'd buy from a department store. And I would fly it inside, and I could grab it. And the props had hit, and I didn't think anything about it. And then someone's like, I saw the brushless, and I saw someone grab it, and I was like, oh, I can just pull that out of the sky. And I was not expecting it to jump with about 10 pounds of force. Phooey. First time I wrecked, I thought I destroyed everything, and it ended up just bouncing. So here I am worried about the quad, not worrying about my finger. And then I learned the quad will probably be okay, or it'll break something much cheaper than breaking my finger. So let's not break the finger. Grief. Oh, come on, I hit that. Crap hole. Hate when you miss one. Dang it. It's Finally winning. Oh, jeez. Yeah. You catch your... There's a right way and a wrong way. Um, and with a quad flying acro, the wrong way is very wrong. So I don't know if Fandom has something where it'll self level for you so you can grab it. I literally like grabbed it, and when when you move it and the gyro's still active, it'll fight against you. That was my problem. But yeah, I couldn't. Anytime I see someone do it, I'm like, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I've seen too much blood, mine and everyone else's. It's 4 really sharp pieces of plastic or carbon fiber if you've got a freaking DJI. Brushless motors are 3 times stronger than you think. Yeah, don't do it with a race one. I don't know if... I think the DJI, it still hurt. I don't know if it would be worse or better. Because don't they have carbon fiber props? I don't think they... I don't know. Mine, like, I had it with the Wizard cheapo, just horrible props, and everyone's like, oh, they'll break in midair, and they will, but they don't always break when they hit your fingers. So that thing tore pieces out of my thumb. It took 6 months or so for the nail to grow back. That hurt. But yeah, the catching thing, I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. Why can't I come out? Oh, Astro, if you're doing 4, I don't know which version you're on now, but if you get a chance, set your try it with a throttle boost of 5 or 8, and especially like I have 4 on my UK 65, and it does feel better, but that's probably why I'm not getting as much flight. I have the throttle boost on so high so that it catches itself when it comes out, so I don't do things like that. When so when I flew my X220 and reached to grab it, and it hit my thumb and made a loud noise and smacked all my fingers. It hurt so bad that I didn't look at my thumb at first, and I just looked on the ground to see if I could find my thumb, because I literally thought it had been cut off. And it took me a good 2 minutes before I had the nerve to look at how much damage was on the nail. And it hurt. I have a video on that. It's got pictures. I don't recommend it. Hey Michael, take it easy. I'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually going to have to take my dogs out in a few minutes. But yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for stopping by. I think I'm going to have to cut this off. My dog's barking now. Alright. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Stop by. Leave some comments if you want to see something. I'm going to wait for the next Beta Flight 4 to come out to do one of those. Don't hand catch your 5-inch. See, that's the thing. So the 5-inch props I have on now, these are Racer Star 5048s, and they have this tip, but they're like, I cut myself tightening these. Like, they're they're sharp. So, but the only good thing is that they break if they hit you, but I don't want to test that out. And at the time I had the King Kong cheap props that come with the X20, and it's like a big piece of plastic just wailing on you. So yeah, it's awful. Not something I recommend at all, ever. Anyway, I gotta take my dogs outside. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll try to get back into doing this. I really miss this. So um, thanks again. And if there is something you want to say, just shoot me a message, and I'll see if I can find a quad and put it on and test it out. If you wanted to try a different version of 4.0 for you, or if you have any problems whenever you're doing it, just shoot me a message. Yeah, I like troubleshooting, so like I say, I like tweaking with things, and yeah. So I'm gonna cut this off, take my dogs outside, and y'all take care. As soon as I find my OBS. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Thanks again for stopping by.